I want to show you how to adjust our tilt turn window. Tilt turn means you can open it like a door, and when you move the handle all the way up, it tilts in like a hopper. There's several adjustment points on this window, and I'll try to show you all of them to get it adjusted. On this particular one, we're having an issue with the handle going all the way down. As you can see, it's not all the way flush. One of the first things we can do is we can open the window and check to see if the window is in time. In time meaning that all the hardware that goes around this entire sash is perfectly timed. There are timing marks in there where there's, behind this groove, there's a whole bunch of teeth, and there's another part where you could adjust it up or down by a tooth. So we're going to check to see if that is in time, and we can do that by having the window open in this position. We can push the mishandling device down, and then that will allow us to turn the handle all the way. And as you can see, the handle is perfectly in the spot that it should be in. So that tells me that this sash is in time. So that's telling me that there's other adjustments that need to be made on this window, and I will go through those with you right now. One of the first things I like to do, just to see where I am, is go ahead and open the window, remove the screen, set that aside, and then I'm going to remove this screen track cover. You can just take this by peeling it up, and we'll set that aside. And now we're going to go ahead and close the window, and we're going to lock it, and now we're going to go on the outside to take a look. So by removing that cover, that exposed this reveal along here, and that tells me if the window is sitting level or not. And as I can see here, maybe this gap is just slightly bigger than this gap, but it looks relatively even. One of the things that will show you is if you have a huge gap here and a little gap here, or the opposite, where this is like this, and then this one, it's touching, that'll tell you which way you need to adjust the window or the sash, if it needs to go up this way, or straight up or straight down. This one looks relatively good, so we'll go on to the next step. So there are several adjustments on this window. One of them that goes around the perimeter of the sash is this one. You can actually turn it this way or this way, and I'm not sure if you can see the action there, but you can make it so that when you lock it, it either makes it tighter against the weather stripping or relaxes it a little bit. So since this one's a little stiff to lock, I'm going to go ahead and move that to the exterior so there's a slightly bigger gap here. And we're going to do that on all of them.
What's she doing?
So we're doing this one here. And we're going to do it, make that a little bit. And then we got another one up here. And we're going to do the same thing. And there's also another adjustment up here that's kind of hidden, where you take your little wrench and you can put it in there, and when you lift up, it'll actually move the window or the sash this way. So when I was telling you that if it was actually hitting in this corner, if it was too low, then you could actually turn this one this way to bring it up. Also, there's another adjustment here that you can see, and that will adjust it this way or this way. And there's also another one on top here, so we got to remove this decorative cover, and I'll expose another one here for you. Okay, by doing that, that exposed this other adjustment here, where if you go righty-tighty, that'll actually lift the sash up this way, and of course lefty-loosey will have it go down. And this also gives you a better view of the side-to-side adjustment too. Okay, now that we made those adjustments, we're going to go ahead and try it out. There you go. The handle goes all the way over now. Now, if you've done all those adjustments and this handle is not still sitting this way and it's still like this, another thing to do was process of elimination. So what I would do next is I would remove this one, then I would go over here, and then I would remove this one. And then with leaving this last one in place, I would go and I would try the lock. And if it made it easier, then you know it's one of the other ones. If it's still stiff, then what you can do is go ahead and remove the last remaining one, try the hardware, and if it got easier, which it should have, then you know that this needs to be moved up or down. And as you can see, the hardware in this one goes down. So I would take that screw out, I would put a piece of wood doweling in there and actually move this down maybe 1/8 of an inch and then put it back on, and then I would try the hardware. And then it should be easier. And then you do that to the next one. Go ahead, put this one back in place, close the window, try it again. If it's still stiff, then you can take this and move it down a hair, and then go on to the final one, which is here. That's pretty much all the adjustments on this tilt turn that I can tell you about. Obviously, be sure to put this cover back in place and put your screen back in. And I hope this little tutorial video helped you understand how to adjust this window. Now, when it comes to replacing this hardware, that's a whole different video for another day. Thanks for watching.